Let's lay down some glass coating. This is hyperCLEAN glass. One thing I do on glass a little differently than other things I do is I kind of soak the whole pad because I got a long reach here. If you see, I put a decent amount of product on there. Okay. And now I'm going to go in. And I'm going to go to the opposite side of the rear view. That's going to be my cutoff point as close as I can get. Box this in. Lift the wiper. Okay. And now I'm just going to go back and forth. Because I have to reach so far on this windshield, I like using the whole pad. And I will crosshatch with this just because I want to get it to work into all those pores. And this is probably something that's going to surprise people, but I know the flash time of glass, what I actually do, and now I'm going to really get up in here tight and make sure everything is covered all the way to the bottom. What I would normally do, Marty, I don't know if you're the same way, I'd actually go to the other side, coat the other side. It's kind of hard to do on film, but I know I got a longer flash time, especially when temperatures are like they are now. I know I have a long flash time. I would go to the other side, coat the other side. That's how much flash time you have. I don't know how everyone else does it, but that's kind of what I do. And makes it really easy for me, but you can kind of see we have it starting to flash at the beginning points, but you got a ton of time here. And one of the most important things with ceramic coating, any ceramic coating I've ever used, but especially ours, you want to let this really sweat. You don't want to get in a panic. Nothing bad's going to happen. You want to really let it bond and stack up on the surface here, because if you don't do that, then you're not going to get as great a result. So one of the things that we see a lot, especially if it's your first time doing it, is people panic. You know, they're in a big hurry to get it removed. Hopefully we're going to keep all this in the video. You'll see I'm not panicked at all, and I could have done the other side really easily. So Marty, what are you saying? We still got time. We're starting to see it separate and bead up even more here, especially right there. But Marty, you continue to wait, right? So it's just one of those things that you don't want to get in a rush. Now we see it to really start to sweat over here. We're really starting to see it set up. Again, do not worry. Do not rush.
Yeah, we're looking here. We got down here this bottom corner.
Yeah, and it's really sweating down there, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now it's sweating the same over here. We're going to go in and we're going to start to level this. Okay, you'll notice I'm just taking one really good slow wipe, okay? And that's okay. Okay, I'm not in a hurry. Nothing's happening. And I'm just going methodically. The slower I go, the more likely it's going to level and pick up what it needs to do. The faster I go, the less likely of that. So you're going to see a tiny little bit left over. We go in with our versatile. And now, this is where we really start to pick everything up. Okay, anything left behind. I got these wipers. Range Rover wipers don't exactly sit below the cowling properly. I don't love that. We do a lot of windshield film, and we've done a lot on Range Rovers. I'm telling you, they don't have it exactly right on these, on the bottom, in my opinion. So just make sure you check your corners. Okay, now I'm going to overlap the pillar, overlap the top, make sure nothing got up there. And we're just going to do one little final, really easy wipe, and we're done. One thing that I always, you guys have heard me probably say it 1,000 times by now, check your work, okay? All you got to do, move your head around. Hey, what if I did see something? Okay, man, just go back in, okay? Just go back in. We don't have anything, but it's perfectly okay to go in here and just wipe if it makes you feel more comfortable, right? We know a lot of people are learning for the first time and they have these ideas. Hey man, I always tell people, feel comfortable checking your work. It's perfectly fine. How'd that turn out, Marty?
That looks great. Crystal clear.
So it's very simple, but I realize some people don't have the experience, so just relax. We'll go to the other side. All right, guys, on the other side of the windshield, I just want to reiterate, I'm going to put a lot of product on for glass, me personally. I'm going to go around all the edges and in the middle of the applicator because this glass is super porous. You know, I want a lot of protection on there. All right. So, going to go ahead. I know I came over here, so I'm just going to overlap that part of it. Okay. Now, got to lift this up. Because like I said, these don't sit properly below the cowling, which is the strangest decision ever. All right, gonna go again. I'm just gonna keep overlapping myself, taking my time. I'm trying to get this on every inch of the surface. Okay, now I'm gonna go back and start from the bottom. And I'm just gonna continue to overlap. Is this necessary? No, you could get away with what I just did, but we have long working time. We've prepped this surface. We have rainy season coming. So I want to work this into every little pore that I can. And now I'm going to go real tight to the top, real tight to the trim. And we're good to go. We're completely applied. We've done so evenly. One thing that I want to get across about hyperCLEAN glass or any ceramic coating, this whole idea that less is more. Make sure the more coating you have on the surface, actually the more easy it is to work with, okay? It's very, very simple, very, very basic to understand. What people like to do is they like to just put a couple drops. I put a lot of drops on there, okay? First of all, I got a porous surface in glass, and I could go to the other side, like I said before, and go coat that. You'll notice another thing I did here. I overlapped. I came all the way to here, the best I could, probably to right there, where I could reach on the other side. I overlapped that with coating, okay? I didn't try to figure out exactly. I made sure that I knew I came close to this on the other side, and then I overlapped it. It's perfectly okay. Okay, I like going a little extra mile there and making sure every inch is covered, and it's really easy to do. We're starting to see it sweat really well, okay? Nice even lines. Are you able to pick that up on camera? I hope, okay? But notice I'm not in a rush, okay? If it was a little bit more humid, this would happen a little quicker. If it was hot like in Vegas, 110, Arizona, 115, this would flash a little quicker, but it would still be super friendly. And if you want to slow the flash time down with our coating, you just add a little bit more to the surface. It slows it down, gives you a little bit more work time. So we got even coverage. We got it, it's beading sweat real nice. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and start leveling. Notice that I'm going nice and slow. Okay. I know I got to lift up these crazy Range Rover wipers, and why they don't go down and are completely hidden is beyond me. I'll have to call the engineers on that one. Okay. And I'm going to go up. And I'm pretty good there. Okay. I'd much rather come in with our higher pile Versatile and start to really pick up what's left behind. So you notice I still go pretty methodical with this wipe. Okay, flip it over. Now I'm going to really overlap. I'm going to go on the pillar. I'm going to go up top. I'm going to go really far over, just in case I push anything over there. And here we go. Just going to do a little quicker buff. Really start to look if I have anything popping up. Get down on the cowling really well, okay? Then something that you can do here, again, I want to reiterate, feel very comfortable going over your work. You're not gonna harm anything by checking it again. And immediately, I can feel how slick this is, okay? No drag of the towel. We have ceramic coating all over this surface. Again, just peace of mind. I wanna lift this up again. I wanna go over towards this other wiper. I know I lifted up on that side. I wanna check the cowling. I'm looking down in there. I'm looking on these pillars, especially down here. It's easy to get a high spot right here on this corner, this pillar. Just go down there, check my work. Really look up here. Okay, did I overlap? Look how far my towel is over. Be okay with all of that. Okay, one more check, good to go. This, all in all, even with the polishing step, you're probably looking at 15 minutes, okay? That's all you need. Load up your applicator, crosshatch on the windshield, because, in my opinion, I want to get it in every little pore, and you got an extremely porous surface. We use a lot of this at my shop. We do windshield film, windshields all the time. So I'm going to tell you, it's a really versatile product. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Check us out at hypercleanstore.com. Support American manufacturing, and we'll see you on the next video.